Hello everyone, this is Phil. I'm just doing a quick video here of a new old stock PC AT case that I picked as part of a lot from somebody I knew down in Exeter about a year ago. They had 5 PCs, all different types, all AT cases, all brand new, come out of what they believe is a computer shop that was due for demolition, and they found these cases in there. I got them for a stupidly cheap price. I can't remember the exact figure, but it was probably less than 20 quid for all 5. I've used up so far 3 of the cases already, so I've only got 2 left. So this is one of the ones that I'm going to be using next. Just to show you, this is the box it came in. It was in a reasonably bad state already, but it was even worse by the way I stored it in my garage for last year. So that's a quick image of the case. Now, according to, I'll just show you the codes as well, just in case that's of interest to anybody. Same on that side. Now on the top here, I'm not going to show it all because it's very hard to read and it's actually got someone's details on it. But it's basically addressed to a company in London from Microtech Computer Systems Limited. And they sent this box. It was parcels 2 of 12, so there must have been more cases included. It was sent 16th of May 1999. So this computer has been brand new, sat in that box since 1999. Look at it, it's practically flawless. Not the usual scuffs and marks and horrible things you just tend to see on these cases. And it's still white. It's not yellow. Look. I'll just show you the front. I'll rotate it just to... It is still white. No yellowing here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to pause the video for a second, open it up, and then show you the insides of what a brand new old stock case looks like. Okay. Here we are again. So I finally managed to track down my screwdriver, which was missing, and open this little case up. So again, new old stock. There's like the slightest blemishes on there, but they must have been in manufacturing. So it's got this power supply in there, which is a 230 watt one by the looks of it. Definitely old school. 20 amps on the 5 volt, 8 amps on the 12 volt. This is usually the other way around nowadays. -5 is got as well, which you don't tend to get anymore, 0.5 amps, quite often used in sound cards, old ISA ones, and -12 volts as well, 0.5 amps as well on that. So, that's, oh, my finger was getting in there, sorry about that. Right, so, in this one, I opened it up. When they're new, they don't come with the feet attached. So you get this bundle of joy in the bottom, that's got all of it in it. So, there's the old style P8 and P9s, and anyone doing this themselves at any point in the future, always remember the black wires go together on these connectors. Okay, do not wire them up like so, otherwise you might have a nice big bang on your old board and you don't want that. So now with this one, it comes with a nice good old IEC cable to power the thing. There you go, with a 5 amp fuse. The usual old Molexes. It looks like this one's got 2 Molex, 3 Molex, 3 standard Molex, 1 floppy connector, and the board connectors. So pretty sparse on this one. And I've noticed this on the old ones I've got, these little 5 volt supplies. So don't just go plugging that randomly into your board, as you'll send 5 volts into it. Okay, so next, we've got the bag of joy, this little fella. So you've got in there the keyboard shroud. Remember the old massive AT keyboard connectors? That's for that. It's an AT case. And you've got all the little circlips that's supposed to go on the top to protect it from the case, because as I found on the other cases where I didn't fit it, it scratches it badly. So those cases no longer look new anymore inside. You've got the feet that need attaching, various screws and standoffs and all sorts to mount your boards, all in a nice bundle. And then you've got all these new cases, all seem to come with the speaker separate, and you've got to fit it down there manually in that gap where the holes are. This one has got a spring attached to it. Now, when I was having a look at the front of the case, I've noticed, I was thinking, well, how the hell are you supposed to get the floppy drive to work if it's this weird little square hole? Well, slightly rectangular hole. It's smaller than a normal floppy drive, okay? So when I looked at the back, I don't know if it's going to come out in this. You can't really see it very clearly on the video, but basically there's a mounting in there, which looks like it's where this spring came from. So my belief is, somewhere down inside that front cover, this plastic bit here, there is a button that's fallen down, and basically there's a recess behind it which you can barely make out, which actually is the size of a normal floppy. So what they've done is you slot your floppy drive in there, and then the button makes contact with the original floppy drive button and pushes that in. So that should be on there has fallen out. That's fine, I can fix that easily. It's just screws holding it on. That there, it's even got space for a fan on the front, which is quite nice to see in these old AT cases. You don't always get that. It's got provision for, technically you've got what, two hard drives and a floppy drive. It's only got one 3.5 inch front, which is the floppy drive, so it's hard drives only, and then a nice free bay 5.25 inch, pretty standard for these cases. There's the metal push outs, which I'll have to remove. And that's it. I just thought I'd let people see, because you don't get to see this very often, a new old stock AT case. Like I said, these are as rare as anything. Let's see, does this one have... Yep, it looks like this one has a drop-out motherboard tray, which makes it even easier to fit these things. So take that screw out, this tray will drop down to the side, fit the board, and then tilt it back up again. Nice and straightforward. But yeah, it is a really nice little case. The other cases I've already used. I had a desktop case, which I've used for 486. Oh, just tripping over the thing. Two of the other cases I've got, do excuse the mess, are these two little fellas. Let's just see if I can get, so you can see the front, so you can see they're all different. That one's a particularly nice one. You've got a zip drive in there, floppy drive, and is that DVD or CD? DVD drive, yes, I know it's a bit more modern. These are socket 7 systems in these. I'm a big fan of the K6 chips, so I think both of these have currently got K6s in them. K6-2s, or one's got a K6-3 in it. That case has also got a turbo light, but no turbo switch. So I didn't think that was up to the task of having for an old 486 or anything like that. And I've got a 486 board here, ready to go in a case soon. Nice PCI one. There's another board over there. Just sockets, socket 7 again, and then lots and lots of. I've got the 386 SX40 there. I've just got so much stuff I need to tidy all this up. I've got bits, more motherboards, Pentium 4 motherboards and whatnot. Socket A, X5s. Got more in there, more in there, more in there. I need to tidy all this up. There's an 8-bit. You can't really see it very well because the light's not working in here. An 8-bit BP6, which is a dual Celeron motherboard. It's quite a nice board. Oh, and for those that haven't seen it, not very clear, my arcade machine. Hooray! So I'll just show you very quickly as well. I've shown that one now. Just a very quick look at my desktop, which is my favourite of the haul. Excuse the mess. Which is this one. So I've got a lovely retro keyboard for it. This is my favourite one of all. There we go. So this is currently housing it was a 486 DX2. 50 megahertz, which is what I had back in the day. It's currently, because the motherboard's not the fastest, to make up for the sort of lack of speed, because things like Doom weren't running particularly well on it, I've fitted it with a Cyrix, I think it's an, I can't remember if it's Cyrix or AMD 5X86 chip. So, I'm sure those in the know will probably know which one I mean. There we go. It's got another again. I love the zip drives, even in the old 486s. CD drive, a bit more modern than what it originally had. But just bear in mind, these cases were all new old stock. They'd never been used before this. So that's a lovely little desktop. Just got to find a vintage monitor to go on it now. At the moment, it's not very vintage. It's currently running Windows 95 on my big 40-inch Samsung TV. So that's it. So hope you enjoyed that. Bit of retro disc archiving I can do there as well. Look. That's all connected to a Supercard Pro. So, and that's another socket 7 system in a big ATX case. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.